Today we are going to begin with the properties of lines and angles, the further portion of the chapter. And that further we are going to solve exercise 25B. So we begin with the lesson. Now in this part, children, we are going to learn the different angles that are formed by the various lines. In case we have three lines, in which two lines are the parallel lines, and the third line, children, if it is cutting both the lines at particular one point and it's a straight line, then this line is known as a transversal. It is termed to be a transversal. Line AB and line CD are the parallel lines, and line this which is PQ is shown over here is termed to be a transversal. In both the figures you can see I have drawn the parallel lines and I have drawn PQ as the transversal. Now once the parallel lines and the transversals are there, children, together they form a many number of angles. The pair of angles are formed, and that is what we are going to learn in this part of the lesson. So we begin with the simplest of the all, the exterior angles and the interior angles. Now let's see what are the exterior and the interior angles. Now in this figure, if you can see, children, of the two parallel lines I have made the angles that are on the outer side. See, on the outer side you can see the angles. Angle 1, 2 on the outer side of AB, and angle 3 and 4 on the outer side of CD. So these are, because on the outer side, these are known as exterior angles. Similarly, in the next figure, if you see, children, 1, 2, 3 and 4 are on the internal side. So these are known as the interior angles. Something which is on the interior side of the two lines is known as the interior angles. Coming to the next one, children, the exterior alternate and the interior alternate. Now alternate, you know, children, something which is on the opposite side is known as alternate. So if it is on the outer side and the opposite side, it is exterior alternate. Now in the figure, have a close look. The first angle and the third angle, they are the exterior angles, but they are on the opposite side of the transversal. They are not on the similar side, but they are on the opposite side. So these are known as exterior alternate. Similarly, if you look at angle 2 and angle 4, children, again these are the exterior angles. So exterior, and because they are on the opposite side, so these are known as exterior alternate angles. And one thing more to be kept in mind over here only, children, always the value of exterior alternate angles is going to be same. That means if my angle 1 is 120 degree, angle 3 will automatically be 120. And in such a case, if one is 120, then the second one will be 60 degree, because together 1 and 2 are the straight line angles, so this will be a 60 degree. So in case 2 is 60, 4 is automatically 60. Coming to interior alternate angles, children. Now interior means on the inner side of the two lines, and alternate means on the opposite side of the transversal. So similarly, 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 are interior alternate angles, and they will also share the same value. See, angle 1 is equals to angle 3 and angle 2 is equals to angle 4. The next one are the co-interior. Another word for co-interior is also allied angles, children. Now again we have parallel lines. See, AB and CD are the two parallel lines, and now I have changed the direction of the transversal so that you get an idea that transversal can be from any direction. Okay, now co-interior means, children, on the same side and they are inside. Their interior means they are on the inner side and they are on the same side. Inner and same side. So these are known as co-interior or allied. Now see, 1 and 2, they are the interior angles but on the same side of the transversal. Similarly, 3 and 4 are the interior angles but on the same side of the transversal. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4 are termed to be the co-interior angles. They can also be termed to be the allied angles. Now one more property over here, children. The sum of the allied angles will always be 180. See, I have written angle 1 and angle 2 is equals to 180 degree. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 4 is equals to 180 degrees. That means if we add them up, they will always be 180 degrees. Similarly, we come to the exterior allied angles, children. Now, exterior allied angles means they are on the exterior side and they are on the same side of the transversal. See, 1, 3, 2 and 4 are the exterior angles. So exterior and allied. Why? Because 1 and 2 are on the same side. Similarly 3 and 4 are on the same side. So these are known as exterior allied angles. Again children, the sum of the exterior allied angle will also be 180 degree. Like angle 1 and 2 is 180, and similarly the sum of angle 3 and 4 is also 180 degree. So with this we complete 6 angles children, and now only the last angles are left, and those are known as the corresponding angle. Now look at the corresponding angles children. We have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. That means that if there are 2 lines and 1 transversal, they will together form 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Now be very careful and see children, 1 and 5 is corresponding, same side and on the upper side of both the lines. 1 on the upper side, same side of the transversal, 5 upper side, same side of the transversal. So 1 and 5 will share the same value, they are the corresponding angles. Similarly 4 and 8 will share the same value, they are the corresponding angles. On the other side children, 2 and 6 are the corresponding angles, they will have the same value. 3 and 7 are the corresponding angles, they will also have the same value. So in such a case children, we have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So this completes everything about the introduction to the different kind of angles that are formed with a transversal on a parallel line. Now we are going to further see exercise 25B. Children, we begin with exercise 25B. Now we are going to look at the question. Let's look at question number 2, the third part of it. See, I have drawn the figure for you. This is the figure which is given in your books, and we have to calculate angle A as well as angle B. Now if you look at the figure children, angle A and 110 will have the same value children. Why? Because these are vertically opposite angles. Remember what was vertically opposite angle? The 2 angles that are formed when 2 straight lines meet at a particular point. So in that case, this and this line are the 2 lines that are meeting at the center point. So in such case, 110 and the value of A is going to be same. So these are vertically opposite angles. Now what is angle B children? A and B, right now I have told you, these are the allied angles or the co-interior allied angles. So in that case children, the sum of A and B is equals to 180. So we are going to derive how much is angle B. Angle B is 180 minus angle A. So that is 180 minus angle A 110, which is equals to 70 degrees. So this is how you do question number 2, the third part. Look at the next part of it children. That is the 6th part. Now again I have drawn the figure for you. There is only one angle given, that is of 100 degrees, and we have to calculate angle A and angle B. Now angle B will be equal to 100 degree only. Why? Because it is the corresponding angle. And angle A and B together, because these are the 2 angles, these are the adjacent angles on a straight line. So the sum of A and B should be 180. So 180 minus 100 will give us the angle A, which is going to be 80. Let's see question number 3 children. Look at the figure. Now the figure is given in which we have to calculate many number of angles. That means the various angles have to be calculated, and only angle 1 is given. As you can see children, where is angle 1? Only angle 1 is given as 120 degrees. This is the only angle that has been given, and we have to calculate rest all of the 7 angles. Now what we can see over here is children, this angle 1 and angle 3 is going to be same value, that is 120. Why? Because this is the vertically opposite angle. Angle 1 and 5 is the corresponding angle. Again they will have the same value, and similarly angle 1 and angle 7 will also have the same value because they are exterior alternate angle. As you can see over here, I have written over here. See in the question children, I have written also angle 1 and 5 is equals to corresponding angle. Angle 1 and 7 are exterior alternate, and angle 1 is equals to angle 3 because this is vertically opposite angle, and therefore all these 4 angles will have the same value, that is 120 degree. Now coming to the next angle children, if you look at the figure, 1 and 2 together form a 180 degree angle. In such a case children, angle 2 will be 180 minus 120, which is equals to 60. Now if angle 2 is equals to 60, how are we going to do the various things? We'll see angle 2 is equals to 4 because it is vertically opposite angle. Angle 2 is equals to angle 6 because it is the corresponding angle. Similarly, children, and angle 2 is equals to angle 8 because it is exterior alternate angle. So in such a case, children, angle 2, 4, 6 and 8 will have the same value, that is 60 degree. So in this way, children, see, I have made it over here. All the angles also I have written it over here so that you can understand that how these are there. This is 120, 120, 60, 60, again 120, 120 and 60 and 60. Now if you add all these 4 angles, children, around any point, you will see that the sum comes out to be 360 degrees. Look at the next question, children. Question number 5. Now if you look at this figure, children, we can extend this line because this and this is one pair of parallel line. This and this is another pair of parallel lines. So in such a case, I can extend this parallel line. So we can see that there are 2 pairs of parallel line and even there are transversal. For this parallel line, this is one transversal, this is another transversal. And for this pair of parallel line, this is one transversal and this is another transversal. So in such a case, children, in order to calculate these angles, you need to turn your books and keep it in a proper position where you see these lines as the parallel lines and these lines should be seen as the transversal. Now look at it. If this is 60 degree angle, automatically this X is also a 60 degree angle. Why? Because you can call it as the corresponding angle. So 60 and X is also 60. Now just the opposite angle, that is just the adjacent angle to X, is angle R. Now angle R and X together form a 180 degree angle. So in such a case, children, from 180 if you subtract 60, you get the value of R, which is 120 degrees. Angle R and S are the vertically opposite angles, so that way S will also be 120 degrees. Right? Again, you turn your book a little and see. Now have a look at it. R and Q are also vertically, these are the exterior alternate angles. Now when these are exterior alternate angles, they will have the same value. So if R is 120, even Q is 120. Similarly, children, X and P are the exterior alternate angles. So if X is 60 degree, P is also 60 degree. And because P and Z are the vertically opposite angles, so P is 60, so Z is also 60. So in this way, children, if you just turn your books a little, you will be able to see the angles around the parallel lines. Question number 6, children, look at the figure which is given in your book. Now in this figure, children, the value of X is equals to 115 because it is a vertically opposite angle. Similarly, the value of X is equals to angle W also. Why? Because these are the corresponding angles. Come to the next transversal, children. The value of Y is equals to 70 degree because this is vertically opposite angle, and Y and Z are corresponding angles, so they have the same value, that is 70 degrees. Question number 7, children. Have a look at question number 7. Now we have to calculate all the values of A, B, C and D, and only one is given, that is 150 degree. So we begin, children. These are the parallel lines and these are the 2 transversal. Now the value of B will be 150 only, children. Why? Because these are both vertically opposite angle. Whatever will be the value of B will also be the value of C, children. Why? Because these are the 2 corresponding angles. Similarly, come to the next transversal, children. A will also have 130 degree value because it is again vertically opposite angle. And whatever is the value of A will also be the value of D because these are the corresponding angles. So this is how you are going to do question number 7. And for every part that you are writing, you have to write whether it is which kind of angle, vertically opposite, aligned, corresponding or whatever. Coming to the last question of the exercise, children, that is question number 8, where we have to calculate the value of X, Y and Z. Now in this figure, children, it is given in the form of a square. See, it looks like a square, but if you look at it, children, this is a parallel line and this. That means this is a pair of a parallel line. Similarly, this and this is a pair of parallel line. Now, if this is a 75 degree angle, children, because this is a parallel line, I can extend it a little more, and this is also a parallel line, so it can be extended like this. Now you can see, children, if this is a 75-degree angle, even Z will be a 75-degree angle. So we had already seen, children, that Z is also equals to 75 because these are the corresponding angle. Now in order to calculate Y and X, that are the two angles that are left. Now if you look at this, children, this line, and if we extend this line a little, these two will become a parallel line, and then this line will be a transversal. Now in case this is a transversal, this 75 and X are the co-interior angle or the allied angle. The sum of these two should be 180. So if from 180 we subtract 75, we get the answer as 105. So we'll get this angle, children, right? Now again, in order to calculate Y, children, can you see Z and Y? They are on the opposite sides of the transversal. This is a transversal. So on the opposite sides of the transversal, so these are interior alternate angle. So if these are interior alternate angle, they will have the same value, that is 75 degrees. So with this we come to an end of the explanation of this long exercise, that is 25B. I hope I have made myself very clear and each one of you have clearly understood the concepts of the whole lesson. I hope I have made myself very clear, children. So please do remember to subscribe, like and do comment. Now your comments are the things, children, that are very important because they play a role for me to understand how much you have understood my lessons or my videos. So please do comment and don't forget to subscribe and share with as many friends of yours as you can share. So take care, bye bye, see you in my next video that are coming up very soon.